4.163.5.00. There are some stories. Once you hear them, you will never forget them. This is one of those stories, a real-life drama where humanity is tested, where mercy comes from an unexpected place, where love is not lost even in the wild. This video will shake you to your core. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video, because this story is worth telling. Double quotes. Part 1. The Road to the Savannah. As the sun slowly set on the horizon in the vast savannah of Kenya, 9-year-old Elif sat quietly in the backseat of an old Jeep. Elif was autistic. She loved her routines, was afraid of sudden changes in noise, and avoided eye contact. Her father, Hakan, had difficulty understanding her for years. After losing his wife in childbirth, he had lost patience, not love, for Elif. For Hakan, Elif was not a responsibility, but a burden. That morning, they set off from Nairobi. They were supposedly going to have a picnic. But Hakan had a completely different plan. He would quietly leave Elif in the savannah, at a point where no one would see. Part 2. Abandonment. The Jeep stopped. There was no house or person around. Only yellowed grass, a few acacia trees in the distance, and the roar of the steppe. Hakan threw Elif's teddy bear on the ground. Elif had to get out. The Jeep had already moved away while he was getting his bear. Elif didn't understand what was happening, but there was a loneliness in her eyes that she was used to more than fear. She took her bear in her arms and sat on the ground. Her father wouldn't come back. As the sky turned from red to purple, Elif was left alone. Part 3. First encounter with the lion. The silence of the night was interrupted by the roar of a lion. Elif raised her head. She wasn't scared, because she was trying to understand the rhythm of that sound. A huge male lion emerged from the nearby bush. Their eyes met. Normally, a lion would see a child as prey, but this was different. The lion came up to Elif. Elif didn't turn her back. She wasn't old enough to understand that he could attack her. Elif slowly extended her hand and showed her her bear. The lion sniffed, and without doing anything, lay down next to him. Chapter 4. Sharing the night. Throughout the night, Elif calmed down by touching the lion's mane. The lion was like a protector. The hyenas circling around didn't dare to approach. It was the first time Elif felt so close to a being. Even though she didn't speak, her heart spoke. Chapter 5. Dawn and a group of researchers. The next morning, scientists from a nearby wildlife research camp noticed Elif and the lion lying next to her with a drone. They immediately arrived at the scene. They were shocked. A child alone in the wild. And a lion protecting her. When they tried to take Elif slowly, the lion stood up. It hissed with its protective instinct. Elif didn't want them either. The bond between her and the lion had become unbreakable. Chapter 6. The bond that science can't explain. Elif, who was brought to the camp, was in good health. However, this was the first time she had reacted to someone psychologically, to the lion. This incident resonated in the world press. Headlines were written as the girl protected by the lion. Experts were having a hard time explaining this emotional bond that had formed between Elif and the lion. Part 7. The father in court. Haken was taken into custody under pressure from the police and the media. In his defense, he said, "I couldn't stand it. I couldn't carry him anymore." The entire country was outraged. He told the judge in court, "I have turned into a monster. But even a lion in nature is more merciful than me. Episode 8. A New Home. The research camp created a care home for Elif. Over time, Elif began to talk. The lion now had a name, Barung. Barung continued to stay around the camp with special permission. They spent time with Elif every day, walking together. Episode 9. An inspiring story. Elif's story gave hope to millions of people around the world. There was a greater understanding of children with autism and more compassion for nature. Barung and Elif's story became a documentary and was the subject of books, video, and sometimes nature adopts a child abandoned by a person. Elif's story taught us this. Love is not only for humans. Even a lion protects, as long as we know how to look with the heart, not the eyes. If you liked the video, please like it and subscribe to our channel. Turn on notifications for more inspiring stories like this.